When I was 8 years old, I saw The Haunting and it scared the daylights out of me. It led to a lifetime fascination with supernatural horror, so that's what we're going to be discussing in this series. The paranormal subgenre of horror: ghosts, haunted houses, witches, and demons. And by the way, did you know that the most profitable film in history, I'm talking return on investment, was in this genre, and that was Paranormal Activity. But before you start writing your script, let's get familiar with the basics. Now, there's a lot of cliches out there, but later we'll talk about some successful films that break the rules. Let's start with the elements we need in order to create a paranormal horror story. We need a manifestation of evil. We need a hero, someone we can relate to and care about. There need to be high stakes, just like in any good story. What happens if the hero does not succeed? In horror, the result must be catastrophic. The hero can't just walk away. We also need a knowledge source. In Rosemary's Baby, it's the book about witches that she's given. Often it's a priest or a paranormal expert. Often we need a reason that all of this is taking place, an original sin. Like in Poltergeist, their house was built on a graveyard, and the orphanage has a backstory of the murder of children. 3 or 4 terrifying scenes. A loophole or magic bullet that the hero can use to defeat the enemy. Structure. Haunted house paranormal stories often unfold something like this. 1. The protagonist moves into a new house. 2. They find out shortly that it's haunted by something evil, and often a family member is abducted or possessed by a demon. 3. They can't succeed on their own. 4. So, they call in a paranormal expert, or a priest, a shrink, trusted family friend, etc. 5. This doesn't work out quite as well as they expected. 6. They find a magic bullet or loophole to give them a chance to defeat the enemy.
Handkerchiefs, tennis balls,
Rope's ready.
bathwater.
Shut it off, it's ready to.
7. There's a battle between good and evil with a climax. 8. They succeed, or they don't. So tip number 1 is learn your structural conventions so that you can use them, avoid them entirely, or spin them in an original way. Now here's the question. How closely do successful horror movies follow this formula? Usually very closely, such as in The Conjuring, Insidious, and Poltergeist. But there are notable exceptions. Paranormal Activity doesn't have a magic bullet. There's no way out for them, and things just get worse and worse till the end. It's a downward spiral. Same thing in The Witch, and also in It Follows. And in Rosemary's Baby, again, no magic bullet. She tries and fails, tries and fails, and tries and fails. Again, she never had a chance to save her baby, because we know that she is carrying Satan's baby. But it's a fantastic and highly successful movie. These films have a structure that, at least in the third act, abandons traditional movie structure. The situation for the protagonist just gets worse and worse, and there's no turn towards the positive, no solution, which is a no-no in most screenplay writing books. So the lesson is, sometimes you have to throw away the rulebook and let the story go where it wants to. Next week, I'll be going a little bit more into structure and some things you can do to get your audience to care more about your characters. Also, I hope that you'll check out my last short horror film, Alone, which I posted last week. The link's in the description. See you next week.